What weapon loadout changes are you hoping for? So, apparently this is something that I missed recently, but the devs confirmed that they are going to loosen up the weapon restrictions. And that means we are going to get different weapons on classes that couldn't use them originally. Like maybe we get the heavy bolt pistol for the heavy. That would be very nice. This is definitely going to add in a few interesting builds, I feel. And this is, it's like, still, honestly, we've talked about loosening up weapon restrictions before. We've talked about what type of, like, a power sword on the assault class. We've talked about some interesting weapon loadout changes. And now that it's actually confirmed, I definitely wanted to, take a step back and see what we could actually expect from the weapon loadout changes. I'm not 100% sure when this is coming out, but I'm pretty sure they confirmed this for the next patch. Maybe I thought it was something, like maybe I thought they were mentioning the weapon perks reworks, and I just assumed that that's all they were doing. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you have any sort of weapon loadout changes that you are expecting. But yeah, let's jump into the post and let's see what people are hoping for. Given that a weapon loadout update is on the way, I was wondering what adjustments people were hoping for. I'm guessing it will mainly be operations focused. Yeah, I assume as well. Any changes to PvP is definitely going to be welcome though. This is what I'd like to try based on gameplay logic, not based on any awareness of lore or what's good in the meta. All right, gameplay logic, I'm down for that. Tactical, heavy bolt pistol plus knife. Yes, this is interesting. I would love to try out the blocking combat knife with tactical. I bet you that would be very powerful. Heavy bolt pistol, meh, but combat knife, yeah. I really hope we get the combat knife for tactical, 100%. Assault, plasma pistol plus power sword? Dude, yes, plasma pistol on the assault class. Power sword, not very interested in, I gotta say. I just don't think the power sword has the impact necessary for the assault class to make it feel satisfying. But that said, I bet you, a blocking power sword for the assault class, that does sound pretty interesting. But the plasma pistol, 100% should be on the assault class. That would be nice to see. Vanguard, normal bolt carbine. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I gotta say. I mean, they already used the Oculus. Why not? Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. The bolt carbine, you can get marksman out of that, right? So that could be interesting as well for Vanguard. Bulwark, heavy bolt pistol. Dude! Yeah, these are really good guesses. I genuinely think we get a few of these. Yeah, Bulwark, heavy bolt pistol. That sounds good. Sniper, instigator bolt carbine, heavy bolt pistol. Heavy bolt pistol on the sniper, meh. The instigator bolt carbine on the sniper, yeah. The sniper might actually be able to make that weapon good. I have to try these, dude. If these are anywhere near close to what we actually get, if these are close to what we actually get, I'm going to be very happy. Heavy all pistols, meh. But I mean, yeah, what else would you do for the heavy to, adjust their weapon loadouts? I think the heavy is fine. I gotta be honest. I think the heavy's fine. I do not want the Neo Volkite on the heavy. I wouldn't use it. I do want the heavy bolt pistol on the heavy, but I mean, the plasma pistol on the heavy is already really good, so, I think heavy's actually fine. That's weird, but yeah, I do think heavy is in a good spot. I'm honestly just really hopeful for power sword on assault. I really like the power swords in general, and assault is my favorite class. I want to cosplay as Dominion Zephyr. All right, don't know who that is. I guess, I mean, dude, if enough people really want the power sword on assault, like, who am I to judge at that point? I don't know. The power sword, the blocking power sword does sound interesting on the assault class, but from what I gather, like, the power sword is a very combo-centered weapon. There's not really any good, like, immediate charge attacks like the power fist on the power sword. I mean, power whirl would be kind of fun on the assault class, I guess. The ground slam for the power sword, I'm just not interested in doing that. The power sword seems flimsy when it comes to the ground slam on the assault class. Like, even the chainsword feels a bit weird for me, because I just feel like the fist, like the holding the actual weapon, your fist is going to hit the ground before the sword, unless you put it like upside down and do like a jab into the ground. And even that doesn't feel very ground slammy. Like, the Power Fist is impact. The Thunder Hammer is impact. Power Swords feels like a cleave. You know what I mean? It feels like, I don't know, it feels sharp rather than a giant blunt, like, damaging to the ground attack. I don't know. You know what I mean? It just feels a little bit more heavy with the Power Fist and the Thunder Hammer. That said, if people want to use the Power Sword on the Assault class, you know, what can I really say about it? Just because I have a nitpick about it, it doesn't mean the Power Sword wouldn't be good on the Assault class. It's probably going to be good. Knife for tactical, but a heavy bolt pistol on the Vanguard is what I want the most. The models he's based off of literally comes with it, so it kind of miffs me that he didn't get it. Never heard that term before. Knife for tactical seems like it could be a game changer for that class. I think tactical is a pretty good class with melee overall, but something about the combat knife, it just clicks with blocking. And, you know, we do have the scan perk for tactical whenever he does a perfect block or parry. It scans the enemy. I think that perk with the combat knife would be very good. That said, we do have something that is similar in the Artificer blocking chainsword. That thing swings very fast. Maybe the relic version of the blocking combat knife could be a little bit stronger. I mean, obviously one's an Artificer version, but we do have like a similar strategy for the chainsword. But yeah, the combat knife would just be perfect. I think the combat knife would definitely be a little bit better for the tactical than the than the Artificer chainsword. Even though the Artificer blocking chainsword is actually pretty good. But yeah, I can see the blocking combat knife being very powerful and tactical. That could potentially be a game changer, 100%. Heavy bolt pistol on the Vanguard, meh. It could be cool, I guess. Heavy bolt pistol on tactical and sniper would be the dream. Instigator on sniper as well, so fingers crossed for that one. Yeah, I agree with the Instigator. I 100% agree with the Instigator on sniper. It feels like the weapon should have been on sniper to begin with. The thing with Vanguard just doesn't have a lot of headshot support in their perk kit, you know, in their gear perks. Sniper has a lot. Sniper has a lot of headshot support in their perk kit, and I do think Instigator would take a step up in damage with the sniper. 100%. Instigator and sniper is something that I'm looking forward to. 100. I need to try it. I need to try it like now. That's, you know, it is going to be a tad bit annoying re-leveling that weapon though, but you know, I could definitely pull it off. Oh yeah, because my leveled up Instigator is on console, so my leveled up sniper is on PC. So definitely going to be in a weird spot for that one. But still, I will definitely be trying that out if that's the case. That is, to me, that should be the most likely change for the weapon loadout, is putting the Instigator on the sniper. Power Sword on Vanguard. That's a first. I don't know how lore breaking that would be, but I think he looks silly charging in with a knife against hordes of random space nonsense. All right, that's a fair point, I guess. I still like the combat knife more on the Vanguard. Power Sword on the Vanguard sounds kind of interesting, but it's not. Like, I feel like that looks more goofy than the combat knife for whatever reason. Maybe I'm just used to seeing the combat knife. The Power Sword in the Vanguard, that's fine. I guess. I don't know. For whatever reason, it just feels ugly to me. Even though it doesn't seem to be breaking any lore. Somebody comments it's not accurate to any of the Phobos armor marines except for the captain. So that's interesting. But then they said neither is the chainsword though for the Vanguard. So yeah, you know what? I gotta say the chainsword looks weird on the Vanguard also. I don't know what it is. Something about the combat knife just makes the Vanguard look like steady, and you know, it just seems like that it has a lot of synergy as well with the class in total, just because of the excessive swing speed, and honestly, the combos on the combat knife are pretty darn good. At the Power Sword in the Vanguard, I can kind of see doing a grapple and then like a swing and like a power whirl. You know what? That does sound pretty good. I don't know. That does sound pretty good. I would kind of like to use that. I don't think this is likely though. I don't think this is likely. I would like to see the power sword on a different class to be completely honest, because it feels like with the power sword and the bulwark you don't really use the blocking, so it's like you have a full section of the power sword that just doesn't get any use. So like the power sword on a different class would allow us to, you know, try out more like blocking power sword builds, and it's yeah. We will see. We will see. So now I do understand how to block better with the bulwark. You basically have to 2-tap. Like, you basically do the same input for parrying, because the parry is like a 2-tap, right? So with blocking, you really just need 1-tap. But for bulwark, since it has a shield, you need to 2-tap it. So I do think the blocking power sword is possible with bulwark right now, but it would obviously be easier to use on a different class. So seeing the power sword on a different class is something that would be interesting. But yeah, it's kind of hard to imagine what class it would go to. Maybe the assault class, maybe the Vanguard. Vanguard is more likely to get the power sword than, let's say, the tactical or the sniper, obviously. But okay, yeah, definitely let me know in the comments how you guys feel about some of these. I do think this is the most accurate we've had this discussion so far. I think basically the suggestions now are the most accurate and the most likely that I've seen since this has been a topic of discussion for sure.